Howdy, you guys. So, I think we're live. You guys remember it's Sunday, which means Project Car Roundup, which means we find a whole bunch of cars, maybe your next project, and we just have fun doing it. Let me get the chat up here so I can see. It's Sunday, which means. Oh, so chat's up. You can see the chat. Right with you guys. So, you guys are new here, and you don't know what we do here. We look for project cards for your next project card to be exact. We look for around $5,000. Sometimes we go higher than that. Sometimes we go lower than that. It all just depends. 5 grand usually cut off. That's usually what most people sometimes can push to spend. Some people a lot less. But yeah. So every Sunday we do these videos and have fun doing them. Look at some junk cars, top cars, that type of stuff. Would actually help if I didn't put it all in one damn word. So we gotta put a set price. We want $5,000. We will start. 82 Dodge 400 convertible. Let's look at it. Let's see what we got. These cars have always been kind of ugly to me, and I know that might people might disagree on that. But these cars have always been kind of hideous, and I don't know. I never really liked them. So let's look here. I don't know why these are like just photos. Is he like looking for it? Why isn't there actual photo of the car? Like this is a photo of the car. Uh, that's marketplace for you. Ooh, 65 Cornet. These cars are really cool. I love these cars. Like, I don't know why. Probably because they're Mopar, and I personally love Mopar. Somebody's gonna disagree with me on this, but Mopar, in my personal opinion, had the muscle car era on lockdown. I don't care. This looks like a two-door conversion, and that's what it is. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that 57 Chevys are known for two-door conversions. Well, Mopar has, I didn't know 65 Cornets, but for instance, a 63 Plymouth Valiant or Dart, any A body of that year, 63, 64, share the exact same roof as a two-door, which means you buy two-door doors, you move your B-pillar, A-pillar, B-pillar, whatever the middle pillar is, you move it back, then you fill in that hole, and it's technically a two-door. And in a case with 65 Cornet, it's probably a lot more easier to find a four door than it is to find a two door. So that's why you would do this. At least that's why I would do this. This one's actually pretty solid. He wants $4,800 for it. It's a 318 auto transfer. It's a V8. So with that being said, these early cars you could put a big block in them with no problem. You don't need to swap out K members. You just like, for instance, again, a 63 Plymouth Valiant shares the same exact K frame as a whether it be small block or slant six, because big block wasn't available in those cars. Really, big block wasn't available in really any A body. I mean, there was like your early darts, things like that, but for the most part, A bodies were mostly small block cars and slant six cars and things like that. You had your few big block cars, which I think are like 67, 8, 9 darts. Could be wrong on that, but ooh, these things are big and ugly, but why not look at it? This is a 57 Chrysler New Yorker. So, big car. Always love cars in this area, especially with the big fins. Like my personal favorite 50s car would be a 59, I think, Cadillac. 58, 59, something like that. Cadillac. It just looks so cool. This one's actually pretty damn solid. I mean, it's got a little bit of rust here in lower, would be rocker quarter section, but I've seen a whole lot worse. I mean, the quarters aren't completely wasted. I mean, it's got some rust right there. I mean, which that's a fender. I imagine finding fenders is gonna be hard. It's got some rust hole there, small rust hole. You don't show any of the interior, which okay. That's because the interior is out of car. Currently, no engine or transmission. I have all the other parts, seats, setting in the car, unbolted, are from a '70 New Yorker. A solid car overall. It does look solid. Um, it spent lots of time. Again, it looks like it spent lots of time inside. So he wants $4,200 for that. I, I mean, it's probably worth it. I mean, let's be honest. It's a '57 that's fairly solid, even though they're kind of ugly and hideous in my personal opinion. It's still hard to find something from 1957 that's as solid as this car. $4,000, a 1986 GMC 1500 regular cab long bed. Why is it $4,000? Am I missing something? Is like LS swapped? Nope, small block. What am I missing? Yeah, we're gonna dive over the pictures, but I want to see if there's something I'm missing. Okay, chat. Why is this? Why is this $4,000? I mean, it's got significant body rust, like a lot of body rust, and it's a long bed at that. I mean, it needs a bed. It's gonna need door. I mean, I feel like that's a lot. I don't give a shit it's low or not. I mean, this is a 1,500 to 2 grand truck, in my opinion. I mean, look at the rot. Holy shit. I mean, not one body panel on it's not going to be touched. I mean, is the cab at least floor solid? 86. GMC runs, drives still daily, daily to work. At times 350 mini spooled, 12 bolt, Spintech mufflers, new tires all the way around. Does need some things, still a project, but doesn't stop it from driving. Biggest thing it needs is a heater core. I have one, just needs installed. Located at Paris, Illinois. Cash is king. What? I mean, what am I missing? Let's see here. Yeah, exactly, Rico. It's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Like, look at the amount of rust on this thing. And it looks like the rockers are, the cab corners even got, so like, $4,000. I mean, if somebody wants to pay 4 grand for this truck, it's in Paris, Illinois. I was thinking maybe it was LS swap. I mean, just wow. That's fucking insane. Ooh, one of my favorite trucks, the Dodge Dakota. Dakota. Ooh, it's a convertible at that. This should be a Shelby, I'm thinking. Or maybe it's just a. This is a 1989 Dodge Dakota convertible. 4x4 original equipment OE. I bought this truck to paint and put back together, but I bought it in pieces. Just needs a fuel pump, and it will go. I've got too many projects. I need to sell this vehicle. Does not run. I mean, you did say it needs a fuel pump. Of all the pieces and parts, mostly looking to deal or get something cheap due to selling. I think that's a deal. I mean, the convertible Dakotas are rare, are a pretty rare bird. But being an 89, I don't think the 89 could have came with a V8. I think that didn't come till like 90. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I really don't know on that. I'm not like huge into Dakotas. I mean, I love them. Great money to be made, but far from an expert. Woo! So is it a car or I wouldn't mind having this. Holy shit. 67 Plymouth Belvedere Fastback. No, that's a Barracuda, but so it's 67 Barracuda Fastback, which I think the only Barracuda you could have got 67 was a Fastback. I don't think you could have got a coupe, but two-door hardtop. Again, the only way the Barracuda ever came was a two-door hardtop, tubbed project roller wheel with brakes, four-link weld wheels, drag lights, wheels. So is it? So it's got different mismatched wheels. May trade. Let's see here. This is a highly sought after vehicle. It started off life as a 273 high performance four barrel car. Ooh, all the torques with an automatic transmission, floor shift with a console, bucket seats. This car is a 90s pro street car. Um, has I'm assuming it says has. I can't read all the way over there because it's cut off, but um, Hemi 727 automatic and Dana 60 rear end. Long gone. Somebody in the 90s put a Hemi in it. I mean, why not? And then years later, it was a drag car. It has custom built box frame chassis. It is tubbed, but is no longer has the narrow Dana 60. That was back in the 90s. I mean, what's he over like 2 grand, 29? Yeah, I don't think that's a bad price. Now I'm assuming he put that Hemi Barracuda, the Willie Popper, that Jay Leno actually went for riding Willies and rolled it. I think a couple years ago. Went for a ride with some dude and they ended up rolling it. As you can find that here on YouTube. I don't think I think that's a fair price. Honestly, I think that's a really fair price and probably a really good deal. If I had the money, it would be sitting here in my yard. Not that I need another fucking Mopar project, but it's solid. I mean, if you look here in the floors, unless there's something right here, I mean, it's still got the console brackets in it, so you could literally, which is what I would do. I would put a factory interior back in this, leave the roll kit, leave it still like it is, but try to put factory front seats in it, console. You're not going to be able to do a back seat in this car because the tubs, which where's the picture of the tubs at? Yeah, so you're not going to be able to do it, but the front seat you should be able to do. Just have a cool ripper, something cool, something that you could beat on. Actually, there's something like this coming to the channel, but it's a Ford product. My buddy Chris, he's got a couple cars I'm gonna get off him, but one of them in particular, he's gonna sell me a '66 Mustang that his buddy made a whole, frame underneath of it. I mean, custom frame. They had a big block Chevy, and I'm going to put a 351 in it, but basically the same thing. And I'm wanting just to have something like this that I can just go beat around. And it's not, 74 Charger or something that are getting up there in price. Oh, we got a Nova. Sorry, Chevy 2. Basically a Nova. Well, it is a Nova. It's different name. Overall the car's in relatively okay shape. I don't know why everybody puts SS. Like, hey, Twisted, how's it going, brother? 62 Chevy Nova SS. VIN code is a true Nova SS. I tell you back, this car is a really cool car. Just that alone, being an SS, makes it kind of rare and a very highly sought after muscle car. VIN code is a true SS. Sorry, I said wow. White exterior with black interior. No title. Pretty solid car. Doors, hood, inner fenders, etc. are in the car, along with the extra trim. No engine or transmission. No title. $2,500. If it is a true SS, that is a fucking steal because you could get that car for 2 grand. Right. That's the thing. Most people will put that in the title. Just SS. I think it's just to grab your attention. But this car, if you decode that VIN and what he's saying is 100% accurate, then I would give 2 grand for that car just because of SS, and that does mean something if it is a true SS. 72 Plymouth Valiant 4-door, $3,500. Runs, drives, probably an okay deal because it runs and drives. I'm not even gonna bother looking at the Fox body. 5 grand. 73 Mercury Cougar, so it's not the really cool ones. XR7 coupe. $5,000. Oh, this is gonna be 73 Cougar 351 Cleveland. Auto transmission selling for a friend. If listed, still available. Don't ask. I just maybe it's because I'm just like that is a big ugly car. And no, somebody is cool. Just like some people, my 73 Charger or my 74 Charger is ugly, and I get it, but Jesus, that's a lot of car. And 5 grand, like I just I'm weighing it in my head. That car it probably is worth 5 grand. I mean, being that it looks really solid. I mean, I'm sure it's worth 5 grand. You probably get it for 4,500. I mean, just I don't like them so. Oh yeah, I like the 67, 68 Cougars. That's in my opinion the muscle car fucking Cougars. I'm just saying it's solid. I mean, any car nowadays. I mean, if you really look at the car market, any car nowadays that looks relatively rust free is a high dollar car. Just because it's hard to find anything from the 70s or even 80s now that's rust free. This car is foobarred. It's an Opel GT. He wants $1,000 for it. Has some engine work done. Good restoration project. So, fun fact: these were made by, I think, Buick, or Buick dealers sold them. I know they were a GM product, but this one, I would not even. I don't think it's worth $1,000. Sorry, I just don't. And engine work was done in like what, 1982? Oh, great way to show off your car. Do it in the dark. That way nobody can see anything. We just see red and black. Right, Twisted? I have always loved the Pontiac Fiero. I don't know why. My mom liked them. Um, I've always wanted to take a small, like a LS or a small block and throw in the back of one, which you can do. Snydertron on here. He's actually on YouTube here. He's got one of these that he put an LS in. Really cool car. I mean, 3,500 bucks. I mean, um, oh, uh, that just yeah, this car's not worth $3,500. Has no engine in it. It is a project. Sorry, it is perfect engine swap project. No parts of the car are damaged. The paint and the front badging is a little weathered. And I'm not going to read much more than that. It does have a clean title, very little to no rust, but he wants $3,500 for this Fiero, and I am sorry, but I don't see that. I don't. Maybe somebody will tell me I'm wrong or not. Um, I think they would be cool to have. I've never driven one. I would like to, but I've never had the pleasure of driving one yet. I just don't see $3,500 there, and maybe that's just me being me, but 1990 Ford Mustang GT. Every time I see one of these, I fucking remember. I don't know how many guys remember the song "Ice Ice Baby" from Vanilla Ice back in like the '90s. He has a verse about rolling in a 5.0 with the rag top down so his hair can blow. Like every time I see one of these cars, it makes me want to play that song. Fairly clean car. I mean, the seats are pretty rough, but it does have a 5 liter in it. 3 grand. Um, Rust free car, and I mean rust free. Been in stores for 15 years. I don't think it's a bad price. I don't think that's a really bad price at all. What is up with the big old '70s fucking land yachts? People wanted 5 grand for them. I had one, like a convertible. I know, like here in Indiana, especially like where you live in Illinois, it's kind of pointless because you can only enjoy them so much time out of the year. Like I think 3 months or something. But nope, $5,000. I'm just sitting here admiring the quarter and the vinyl top that definitely has roof rot. This dude's a crackhead. Don't care. Definitely crackhead. Just because your grandpa paid 5 grand for it back in 1971 doesn't make it worth 5 grand. Huh. There's a Mustang dealership from our brochure from 2004. Like, is there another car I'm missing? Been sitting for a minute. Isn't running. Still in good shape. Will start, but would need some work to be roadworthy. I can take more pictures if needed. Not sure on mileage, prices, or best offer. I'm just gonna leave this up to the chat to decide what that car's worth because, well, because I don't want to give my opinion on that because I'm sure somebody loves that car and I would really insult them by what I would say that car's worth. Ooh, the Trans Am, the 1988 uh, Kit Knight Rider, I think car. Let's see the front end. See the front end. Pretty sure this is a Knight Rider. That is Knight Rider, right? Or is it the previous year? No idea. Overall, solid car. You can tell it's a young man that drives it. 2,500 bucks. 88 Trans Am project car. Ran and drove before, but needs some things put back together under the hood to get her going again. Frame is solid. Have extra front clip and extra parts to go with it. 2,500 or best offer. If you guys are wanting an 88 Trans Am, I feel like that's a deal, a really good deal, because it looks fairly solid. It's in Newman, Illinois. Don't know where the fuck that is, but it's there. That's what I thought. I thought it was a Knight Rider car. Thought it was. Really? That's fucking neat. I know of the car. I've never watched the TV series ever. Ooh, ooh. And I thought my Corvette accident was bad. Oh, oh, you felt that. Oh, you're feeling that all over the place. Oh, you got hurt. You got hurt bad. Finally, a reasonable person with a land yacht. Well, I don't know why the title says yes. So is it the yes model? It's a Dodge Monaco. Ooh. The 1966 Dodge Monaco is indeed a great project candidate. Its sleek design and rich history. I feel like I'm reading a fucking like a brochure or commercial. Rich history makes it an attractive choice for your restorations since it's missing a motor and transmission. You'll have an opportunity to choose the perfect powertrain and customize it to your liking. Here are some potential candidates for your whoever this is, I don't even know who this is. Bobby King, dude. This dude is fucking like that was that's a good description. Let's look at the car now. I mean, 1,500 bucks. Let's be real. If you're wanting a 66 Monaco, 1,500 bucks, this could be yours. Fairly solid car, it looks like, and the most awesome description I have ever fucking read on Marketplace, Craigslist. That was good. It was like you were flipping through a 1966 Monaco brochure. These cars have went up drastically in price. These neon SRT4 sedans. My neighbor, his, her, well, my neighbor's baby mama's, whatever. Her dad had a yellow and black one. Really cool cars. Tony Angelo on here. Stay tuned. Him and his buddies just are putting one of these engines in his van, his Dodge van. 5 grand. It's got a shit ton of parts. I am not reading what all it's got, but honestly, it's probably worth 5 grand. I mean, with the current market of those cars, it's worth 5 grand. What we got here? Nice. This is a 28 Model A touring. I can't fucking pronounce that, so I'm not even gonna fucking try. Sedan body. My fucking Indiana hillbilly ass can't read that. Oh yeah, man. I bet they're like I bet they're seriously wicked fast, just because they're like turbocharged or something. I mean, I mean, 2 grand. I mean, I really don't fucking think that's a bad price because the body looks. I mean, for being a 28, 1928 car, it's in fairly decent shape. Like that is nothing to worry about. I gotta look at it. What do they want for it? Hey, do your thing, brother. Hey, you guys. So, in case you guys don't know, I'm sure, especially Twisted will know this. This front end here, that what would be Twisted will correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 71 through 72 darts had the or 70 through 72 darts had this front end. But the Demon, the Dodge Demon, not your newer Dodge Demons, your what would it be 70 through 71 Twisted, something like that. 70 through 72, something like that. The Dodge Demon just shared it. All it was a Plymouth Duster body with a Dodge Dart of this generation front end and a different tail panel. But if you have a 73 Ford Dart Sport, which would be basically the same car, um, you can swap out your tail panel and swap out your whole front clip for one of these and basically have a Dodge Demon. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. $4,500 for this car. I don't think that's a lot, just by what we looked at here. Yeah, it wasn't like yeah 71. See, I was close. I figured you would know. 71 through 72 was the demon, and it's because, from what I understand, church people got mad because it had a demon name. It was named the demon, which I guess you can't have. Oh my God, it's a demon! And then they changed in '73 to Dart Sport, which stupid, but hey, that was the times back then. It's a fairly solid car. I mean, for yeah, it's a four door, but who cares? I mean, anymore that means nothing. Yes, two doors are cool, and I love two doors, but four doors anymore are you basically have the cool car there. I mean, anything '70s vintage car is cool. I mean, it's fucking extremely solid. Look at these floors. Look at that. Oh my God. I mean, look at that trunk pin. A bodies especially right here in the spare tire well. Most A bodies, I think any Mopar of this generation, but A bodies, they like to rot out in the spare tire well. Let's see here what Twisted say. Yep, exactly. Yep, that's what I thought. But it's a slant. But I mean, $4,500. You need one. Greencastle runs and drives 225 slant six. So it is the big dog. It's not the 170, which I don't know if you could have got 170 this year. I'm not sure, but I want to say you could only got 225, but I'm probably wrong on that. Again, I'm not an expert. Runs and drives good. Transmission shifts very good. Um, and brakes are very good also. Nice driver, daily driver. Has table rust in lower quarters, which, who cares? And on the fender wells. I mean, as long as the frame rails are solid and the floors, that's really, you can replace quarters. Like, that's simple to do. Hell, if you wanted to be a hack, you could just slap some damn mud in it and call it a day. Exactly, neat driver, yeah. Because I don't think these cars share the same exact roof line as a two-door. I've never looked. I don't believe they do. So you can't two-door swap them. You're just stuck with a four-door. Which anymore, four doors are cool, especially vintage four doors. I would look at Camaro, but yeah. Here, 64 Mini Coupe Rambler. Well, I thought the Rambler was AMC, which I think this is an AMC. Ooh, that's a Chevy small block. And that's a Chevy transmission. I'm thinking that's a Power Glide, if I'm not mistaken. It's a fairly solid car. Let's see here. That's what I was thinking. Yep, yep, yep. I was thinking they had a different roof. Thinking they'd be a little bit taller. Not here. I have a '64 Rambler, very good shape, $4,000. If you're not interested, don't waste my time. Body is in good shape. Floors, boards are in good shape. I do have a 283 motor for it and a two-speed Power Glide. Damn, I'm good today. I'm on my shit tonight. And I have a nice parts car, a '65 Rambler 220. I have the cross member for the V8, new rims, and trade for a motorcycle or truck. I don't think that's a bad deal. I mean, the Rambler was AMC. For those of you guys that don't know, American Motors Corporation. They made cars like your Gremlins, your Javelins, your AMC Hornets, your Pacers. Oh God, they made Jeeps. Eventually, Chrysler bought AMC out. Pretty much, they made Jeeps and they killed them. But hey, for that they made things like the Javelin, the Pacer, the Gremlin, and so many other cars. My personal favorite, though, the AMX, which was basically a Javelin, but it was the AMX, which is his own car. I'm not saying it's not, but basically it looked like a Javelin. Which I love the Javelin and the AMX. They're two really cool cars. I didn't know until here recently that Willys made cars, and I was watching David Freiberger on here, and uh, found out that Willys actually made cars, which is neat. Get back to it. Yep, exactly. Twisted. I think it should have like a 440 or something in it, or find an original AMC engine. I'm not a big fan, and this is the God's honest truth about Austin here at Poor Man's Beach Shop. I despise, and I'm not a fan of this at all. And there's one exception to the way I feel about this. If you take a car, like let's say you have a, for instance, '69 Chevy Camaro, right? And you take a Buick 350 and throw down in it. I am a big, I really hate that. There are some exceptions to that rule, though. A, you have like a old Model A, Model T, a coupe of some kind, something like that. That they really didn't have any good engines from factory. They were all four cylinders, and they were all junk, flathead four cylinders. Or you have the original engine. You're just want something to get the car going. until you get an original style brand engine for the car. But I'm not a big fan of just taking a 66 Mustang and throwing a 454 in it. I don't like that. To me, it's just why. But like I said, there are exceptions to that, and once again, my opinion, do what you want with your car. Ultimately, it's your vehicle to do whatever you want with. This one is really original, and 52 Willys Aero Ace. Barn find inline six-cylinder. Most all trim is in trunk. Drive shaft is that would probably be a bitch to find. Drive shaft is missing. Body is solid. Floor pans need replaced, which great project. I mean, honestly, $1,000. I think that is well in the realm of what you could get out of it. Ultimately, you're probably not going to keep that engine in the car because you're fucking fastest you're probably gonna go with that engine is maybe 40 mph, maybe at most. So most people will just get rid of that engine. So drive shaft really doesn't matter. I mean, in the floor pans you could find a way around that. $1,000, you really can't find anything anymore for $1,000. What we got here? We got a 1990s Ford Crown Victoria. These were top cars, I'm pretty sure, back in the 90s. This one's got some dubs on it. I'm not gonna read that whole fucking paragraph, but or that whole fucking post, but I mean, 4 grand. I'm sure somebody out there would pay 4 grand for it, just not me. All right, let's keep going here. We got, what we got. 57 Ford F-150 short bed, $2,000. I mean, why not? I mean, it doesn't appear to be like in that bad of shape. 7 Chevy pickup, rolling chassis, good body, shop, stock wheels on back, $2,000 best service. You get it for about 1,500 bucks. I don't really think that's a bad price. As a matter of fact, save that. Let's move over to eBay for a minute. Let's see here. Over to eBay. Let's see what we got on eBay. Let's see here. We have a Corvair, which is really cool. I've always wanted to take a V8 and throw in one of these, but that's me. Let's see what shape it's in, shall we? That's in really rough shape. It's in really, really rough shape, actually. 800 bucks. I mean, again, find one for 800 bucks. 58 Chevrolet. I always want to take one of these and make it like the car from American Graffiti, but I think that one was a two-door. Make an American Graffiti car out of this. That would be kind of neat. Where's this at? Looks like Arizona. California. California. 58 Chevy Del Rey. It is a complete car with engine and transmission. Great project for parts. Lots of good parts. Does have rear damage. No title. No keys. Bill of sale. I mean, why not? I mean, $1,500. It'll probably go up by then because we are talking eBay here, which means that you would have to wait till the last minute, put a bid in, and at least that's how I would do it, and just be a sniper when it comes to that stuff. Now we're the Hot Wheels. Let's see here. There we go. Ooh, what we got here? 66 Chevelle four-door. $1,300. Pickup only. Really solid car. Doesn't really have a description, it looks like. Alright, we'll do a couple more of these and then we'll end the stream. Going about an hour. And I'll see you guys next Sunday for more of this kind of stuff. $10,000. $10,000. Holy shit. Somebody's already placed the rockers on it. 10 grand. Holy shit. That's a lot of money for that. But hey, what do I know? Let's find a couple more and we'll end the stream. Vehicles. That's mileage. I don't mileage. 1,000 year. Right there's your. Boop. Oop. Shit about motorcycles. There we go. So, you looked at that before. Chevy Other. I think it's a Chevy Nova. New body panels. Parts car. 3,500 bucks. I think that's an alright deal. It's got an S10 front clip, but who the hell gives a shit, really? But alright, you guys, I'm ending the stream. I will see you guys next Sunday, where maybe we'll go to Marketplace, maybe we'll go to eBay, maybe we'll go to Craigslist. I'm sure we can find somewhere to look. And we're gonna continue to do this every Sunday. We'll do these. So make sure you guys are here. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Me and my dad actually build cars on here. Go check out some of our older videos. And I'll see all you guys in the next live stream. Thank you guys for